So hello guys, welcome back to this another video, right, where I talk to students from different universities and colleges, and we learn about their university experiences and their life in Canada, and also learn about how the university is and get an idea about a particular university or a college, right? So without any further delay, let's begin. So with us today we have Mr. Pratik. He is from India, and most of you will relate with him because he has a background in finance, and the rest will talk to him and learn about his own experiences, right? So hello Mr. Pratik, nice meeting you and welcome to the channel.
Right.
So I know who you are and from where you are because we have been knowing each other from past 1 year, right? So tell the viewers something about yourself.
Hello everyone. So my name is Pratik Acharikar. So I am currently pursuing my Masters in Business Administration from University Canada West, which is in downtown Vancouver. I had graduated in 2015 with a bachelor's in commerce. Then I did my master's in financial management from Mumbai University, and I have 8 years of experience into wealth management and 8 years of experience in wealth management. So while completing my previous master's and the experience, I thought about getting into an horizon where I'll have opportunities abroad, which will be helpful in my field of wealth management. I came here.
Oh, so I see you've done your masters back in India. So this is your double masters, I believe, right? So
Yes.
what is the a difference between the masters you did back home in India and the master which you're in here, right? What are some of the similarities as well some of the differences between both the courses?
So the thing is, the masters in India is more of theoretical because, as you all know, as we all have faced this in India, we have more of theory, academic studies, exams, whereas here what we have is practical knowledge. Then we have projects, we have to work with clients, we have to work with companies, work on their certain problem and find a solution to their problem. So there is a huge difference between masters in India and masters in Canada. And if you ask me which is the easiest, I would say masters in Canada, because you just have to do projects and especially for me, as I have 8 years of experience, what I have done in my 8 years in my company, in my organization, I have to do a similar kind of projects in this masters.
That sounds really amazing. So I believe what you're telling is in India it was mostly theoretical, while over here it's kind of more hands-on and more practical. That's what you mean.
Yes.
Right?
So to be very honest, in India we had exams every semester, every 6 months, every 3 months we had exams. Whereas here we have submissions, we have projects as in you'll get some companies which have certain problems, you have to solve their problems. So that is how things are different here. Here you won't be judged on what you write in your exam, rather how you solve that problem.
That's good to know. Also, before I ask the next question, what is with the tea card? Like, did you celebrate anything today?
Yeah. So we had this Raksha Bandhan celebration going on back home. So I celebrated Raksha Bandhan.
Oh, that's nice, right?
Yeah,
You don't forget your roots actually.
Yeah, it's good to have family away from home.
That's for sure. That's what makes us, like life livable here.
Yeah.
If you have some people around you that feels like home, right?
Yes.
So talking about your transition and everything, what is your opinion or what is your experience, living in India as compared to living in Canada?
So there are different perspectives for living in India and living in Canada. If you ask a certain person, his opinion might be different. Everyone will have different opinions. For me, I'm more into food. I like eating outside. So living in India was like living in heaven. I could get whatever I want every minute. I can just order things. It's not like that. We can't order things here, but it's expensive. And for students, obviously, we have to be on a budget. We can't keep ordering everything. And the second thing here is you won't get anything after 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. Whereas in India, it was available 24/7. So for me, and there are other challenges as well. The culture, the language, there are different barriers for someone from Asian countries. That is also there because our culture is different. Our culture is more into talking to people, meeting people, whereas it is very different here.
All right, thank you. Also coming to our next question, right? What are some suggestions or inputs you'd like to give to students who are planning to come here in Canada to pursue either their diplomas or masters or whatever they like?
So one suggestion I would like to give them is, let's say if you're coming for your masters or any kind of certification, come to do it in something which you like or something which is in which lies your strength. So for me, I have 8 years of experience into wealth management, and I have my masters in financial management. So I am doing some masters here, which is going to help me with my career ahead, because it's not just getting a job here, right? Because now times are changing, economies are growing faster, so you should have a degree which can get you a job, or you should have a certain skill sets which will get you a job in any part of the world. So you should be open. So that is what I feel. They should be open. The students should plan out things which will help them in each and every part of the world. It should not be specific that I want a job in Canada, because you never know, you might get a job in US, you might get a job in UK. So you need to be prepared, and you should have those skill sets, or you should have that degree or the course which is going to help you. Yeah.
That is so true actually, because I've seen a couple of friends who have specially taken some courses which are only valid or legal in Canada, right? Instead of taking some courses which are legalized or which are accepted globally, because most of my friends who wanted to go back couldn't go back, right? Because of their courses which are not valid in India, they were not getting a good job. So they had to pursue some other courses which were valid back in India, so that they could at least make a decent living out there. So with this, I do have my next question as well. As you said that you have around 7 to 8 experience of proper corporate job in India, right? Into the field of finance at an upper management level at a really good company, I believe, right? So what was your motivation for this transition actually? Because leaving a really good life back home, okay? That you were well settled, I believe. You were having a good income. You do have a family to take care of. So what motivated you to leave the luxurious and a good lifestyle and come here and try something new?
So for me, the decision or the thinking was the section or the segment I was working in, wealth management. So in that we also had a market in US, Canada, which was untapped. So I wanted to capture this market. Now here I am. I have friends like you. You're 23 years old. You have just graduated a few years back. Now you're doing this course. I have friends which are older than me, which have 10, 12 years of experience. They'll be getting good jobs. All of you will be earning. And all of you have plans of investing that money back in India. How you'll invest. So I'm here to network, build contacts, and get that money and help them invest in India, because as you know, Indian economy for the last 1 decade, it is one of the growing economies, and it is going to be a fast growing economy going ahead for the next 1 decade. So I want to tap that market, and I thought I should be the first one to get into this and have my roots in India, as well as get market from here.
That is such a brilliant perspective and a really critical thinking, I'd say. Getting a university experience, right, and then building a client base.
It is not just about getting an experience. It is about it is about networking with people which are from different backgrounds, different parts of the world, knowing what they're thinking, their ways of. For me, in the last 8 years. In my profession, we used to talk a lot with our clients, know what their likes, dislikes are, their goals are. So this helps me to enhance my skills, and whatever I've learned in those 8 years, I've been using them while networking.
That is amazing. And also I'm done with the questions for you which I wanted to ask, and now coming back to our actual questions for the university, let's begin. So my first question regarding the university is, how did you find the University of Canada West so far? How is the courses? How are the faculty over there, and could you just elaborate it a bit and tell our viewers about it?
The courses are not that difficult. The courses depend on the professor. So if the professor, there are 2 types of professors. Few are the ones which we are used to in India. They are more into theoretical work, exams, and then there are professors which are into assignments, projects. They give you certain projects to work on. So it depends on the professor. If you select good professors, your course is easy. You get to learn things. So that is what I fit.
That is really good to know. Also with this, I'm coming to our next question about the university. Are there any clubs, events, or any, what do you say, communities which your universities has, and you'd like, for the future students to join them for networking and for particular events or anything, that helps them network and get to know Canada better and in a much better way?
Like every other university or college, my university is also having different communities, as we have students across the world, from different part of the world. So they have communities for each country or for students from each country, and that helped us to network with the people from our same country, to experience diverse culture. So we do have that.
That is amazing. Also, like you mentioned in the previous conversation, right, that you do have live projects with some of the companies which are here in Canada that are related to your assignments, and if you work for them or do something, a project related to that, you get employment chances. So what are the live projects like? If you could give me an example about a project, and how does that help you network or know the company, or the company gets to know you that okay, he is a student of this particular university per se, right? And he knows this particular skill which our company will be able to benefit from.
Okay, so I had a course named Marketing Management, and that we had a company which was more into Reiki products. So Reiki candles they used to sell. So we were told to manage their marketing activities, which had social media marketing, print marketing, and different types of marketing. So we had to create a brand image, create their logos, help them with all the marketing processes. So in that, previously also many students have got jobs because they have done really well, and the companies have liked their performances, how they have helped the company to grow. So this way we get not just for marketing, it is for all the courses, different kind of products, different kind of companies which want solutions for their problems. And if the student is able to provide that solution and the company feels he's a good choice, they hire them.
That is a really good way of getting your foot into the corporate world over here. That is really good. Also, like, what is Reiki, if for our viewers to understand, or for me, like Reiki candles you mentioned. So what is Reiki?
So Reiki candle, it is a practice, a meditation practice. Okay. I don't have that much details about it because that was an general project which we had got. So it was some kind of healing technique which the client had. I mean, we were basically marketing and branding their product. That is their candles.
That is amazing. Also, with this, I do have one more question related to it. So, how does your university help in networking with different corporates or with people from corporates, right? And do you have any particular university events where you get to meet people, and are any social platforms you use to know people in the corporate world? Like, how do you do that?
So basically, as I said, our university is having community engagements. They have events where they every course or every department in the university, like marketing, HR, they all bring in companies or some experienced professionals from that part of the field in our university so that they can network with the students. They also have alumni and current student sessions where the alumni help the students by answering the questions they have. So through this we network, as everyone is using LinkedIn nowadays, university is also, I mean, when we are into that event, that person shares their LinkedIn ID and that's how we connect, right?
Amazing, thank you. Also, last but not least, so what is your generic overview for the University of Canada West if a student who is in India trying to get an admission there? Like, what is the overall brief review you would give about the particular university?
Overall review I would like to give is, see, it depends on what that student's background is, what that student's future plans are. I mean, it's not just for the sake of getting a master's degree you can come to the selective university. So let's say if that person wants to specifically come in this province, that is British Columbia, he can have different options. So I feel that if that student, I mean, it depends on the student situation as well. If he is able to crack down exams and go into the universities like UBC, and he feels that it is justice for his knowledge or for his way of learning, then he can go to UBC. And if he wants to if he still wants to do a degree and he wants to learn, but he feels that he is not able to crack down those competitive exams, this university is good for him.
Okay, all right. Thank you for this amazing interview, Pradeep bhai. Also,
Thank you.
any advice for the students who are trying to come from India, like in a piece, or any part of the world for that matter, and like any advice which you wish you had before coming to Canada?
One advice I would like to give is, don't believe what you see in social media or any YouTube channels, what people try to sell. Just do your own research. Maybe he might try to sell you Canada is good, but you never know. Or he might try to sell Canada is not good. It might not be true. You should have your reasons why you're coming here. You should do your research, not believe on YouTube or social media platforms. That's it. Thank you.
Yeah, those are actually words of gold, to be honest, because that's, as we always say, right, that whatever shines is not gold. Sometimes it might be glitter as well. So yeah, do your own research. And thank you so much, Pradeep bhai, for this
Thank you.
interview. Hoping you have the best of your journey in Canada and enjoy the rest of your life. So thank you guys for listening to this particular video, right? So if you have any more questions which you want me to ask some next person, please do mention them in the comments. And if you have liked the video, please do comment, share, subscribe. And we meet again with the next member, and till then have a great time.